Good day. I don't think I'm gonna get right to it. I don't think I want to put this on regular YouTube. I don't think it's something that any of us think about enough. Well, when did they do? There's a new X in the corner. I'm gonna miss it. The only reason I saw it is because it has snow on it. So they're all over this guy's property, right? So are the deer. They never leave, these bucks, and they seem to. Did I show you the sticks I noticed? I didn't. It's really hard to notice until you actually look, and then you can see all the sticks over there are all just leaned up, right? And these are the others. This is not Bigfoot, okay? As far as I can tell, I'm almost sure it does fit. That part of it fits. The sophistication and like you wouldn't think Bigfoot would want to be here. Believe it or not, you can kind of apply that in this subject. I'm telling you, it's that common sense applies. Like, I can't picture those guys, seem special and they can do amazing, exactly. And they're the minority, and there's very few of them. Everyone's out looking, doing Bigfoot. So this is, of course, me is my name, so it's really become a slang word. It's nothing to do with what you're looking at. Most people have nothing to do with actual Bigfoot. You're dealing with their world, though, which is pretty amazing. That's the exciting thing. People are like, oh, I thought it was Bigfoot. It's like don't be disappointed. It's just as if not more exciting. It's an incredible thing, because there is no such thing as Bigfoot. Okay, this is a term obviously made up by us. In fact, they're all psychology. It's all. Everything in your life is a term made up by someone to make your thinking different than it would have been normally, okay? Everything is psychology. I'm not trying to tell you things you don't think. Like, remember, when I'm on here preaching, I think most of you know exactly already what I'm saying. It's not like I'm sitting here. Sometimes, yes, there's things I have to tell you that I don't think you know yet. But things like this, of course you know. I'm just saying it out loud. Everything is done in psychology. Our whole lives are presented to us. I'm getting to something in psychology, right? $9.90 only $9.95, only $29.95, only. These are all psychological ploys to get you, and it works, to get you to buy something, especially in the old days. Oh my God, before the internet and women could. Some of you were guilty. I was guilty. It was fun. On TV you could call up and there was like a deal, and you get a computer and the shopping networks. So anyway, what I want to talk about is here. Let's not look at. Sorry, the drive isn't. It's going to get better as we go. I'm just getting out of my neighborhood here. So, what I want to talk about is there's incredible evidence that would point towards what other people say. Like, so off this subject, like we're in the Matrix. We're a simulation. There's multiple planets. There's not just one Earth. It's multiple simultaneous Earths overlapping each other. And there's different times, and there's continents missing that from our map that you don't know about, which I believe actually. Of course there is. Of course there is. Right? There's places like the United States. Let's put it so people understand. There's places like the United States that you don't know about, and it's where the real leaders of the world live. It just goes on and on. Look at the elk at the tree. It's at the other's tree. I can't get it, sorry. I'm driving with my feet. So what I want to talk about is, it's really important actually, because it provides a lot of evidence, because it's really for the knowers and the people that visit them and know this, or even if you're on the videos, you just watch them, because I think people that watch this a lot are sometimes the best. Like they have the best feelings, like and understand this, because they don't. When you go out there, like, I can't swear. I would swear to it, but I just can't technically. That there's an influence, there's a confusion, there's things done to us, and trust me on this, okay? I've put it on video hundreds of times. It's, energy, they tell me it's called energy overload. That's all it is. Everything's energy, and all they're doing is overloading you. That's what zapping is. That's what telepathy is. That's what all that is. They're using an already existing energy. With my guess is in some cases tech, right? Or I think, certain ones can use, parts of their brains that we can't. And it's important to remember that it's not the same brain. So maybe they have the same type of situation. Maybe everyone's been limited. But they hold a certain fact set, like a set of facts, which is who you are, who your God is, all that stuff. These guys know much. I often wonder how, are they deceived as well? You have to look at all bases. Like, are they, they're just free and everything's perfect? No, probably not. But so here's what I'm getting at. How they travel. It really backs up. These are theories of non-conspiracy people, okay, that are telling you that you're living in where you're living is not what you think. Okay, this is the whole world's on board here. Nobody can argue with it. Just regular people that have no idea. They see a video like this driving to work and roll their eyeballs. That's the problem with this world, is them. The problem is not the people that create the deception and the people that fight it. It's the people in between. Those are the problems. There's not enough. It's an amazing thing that these people aren't intuitive enough to step out of it. That they're literally that dumb. Now remember, getting straight A's on tests in college are still that dumb. They lack a constitution, a will to be able to think on their own. And it's really the fault of whoever's changed this earth, but it's not. It's us people. It's your fault for not trusting others, for not getting together, for not being stronger, for waiting for your TV to give you the answers, for letting someone else be the one that's going to figure it out. It's the fault of all of ours, not just because this deception goes deep, you guys. This is something that's been going on, as far as I can tell, for a long, long, long time. Getting that again, and we're going to get some better views here, is a little bit anyway. We're going to get on the back roads. It takes me about twice as long this way, but just because it's about the same distance, but the speed is much less. Fascinated with that TP right there. They did that recently. Okay, so look, it's very evident to me. Now, unless I'm missing something, which is very possible, I'm missing a lot because they don't show you a lot, but it's how they get to these spots, okay? They're not walking, they're not getting off a bus. I think in some cases there is UFOs involved. I don't want to get involved with that yet because that's like, it's just, you feel crazy talking about that. There seems to be overlying layers. They can literally, I've watched it, you guys. They start to appear here. They actually just appear. So does that mean, so all that means is these guys can show up in ways that we don't understand, which gives incredible evidence backing up people that talk about, flat earth, or forget about whether it's flat or not. Okay. I think it's a big mistake. I think that it's very important to listen to people that are talking about it, because what it is they're onto it. It's not that the earth is necessarily flat. I mean, it could be. I'm not even saying it's not. I mean, to fight anything these days, you're kind of dumb because you don't know anything. So don't be like, oh, that's ridiculous. You still know nothing. That's why I think the Earth's round, yeah. But I know through what I have done not to take it to heart, to know that it could be deception. And I think that they're onto something there. Look at, they leaned, you can see because of the snow. Look for the tridents leaned. Hold on. This is hard, I'm going too fast. Look at that. Sorry, I know it's shaky. I think you caught it for like half a second. So what I'm trying to say is how they're getting to these places, how they can just appear in places. They're physical beings appearing. They're not, maybe there is spiritual and physical, but I think in most cases they're just like you, okay? They might look different, they might be different, they might act different and think different, but they're still made beings that were put together and breathe, okay? And they're just using very advanced knowledge of this earth, okay? So what that tells us is, look, you guys, this is all a fact, okay? We are brand new little babies. That's the answer, okay? So the answer you've been seeking is simply that. We think we're the brink of technology when we're at the literally in the back of it, because all we compare ourselves to is deer, okay? As far as beings go, they've all evolved. That's what it is. It's not many things were extinct, okay? They evolved is what happened. Just like you may one day. I don't know about you, but like your great grandkids may one day. Who knows what the timing is? That's why you see petroglyphs, you see these places that everyone thinks is in the past are all still active, just out of our knowledge. It's just you have not been given the knowledge. Why is it so hard for you to believe? Why would I be wasting my breath? I do it all for free. Do I make money? Yes. But is it a lot? No. It's nothing. In fact, if you can send some today, that would be great, because I am screwed with taxes, and I don't spend any money, you guys. I don't do anything for myself. So when you're helping me, feel good about that. It's not like, oh, he's going to go out and buy this. No, I'm driving a truck with 255,000 miles on it, living in a trailer without water. I have no girlfriend, no friends, nobody, and nothing, just so I can be where I am because it's in the middle of something special. I cannot duplicate my situation anywhere else on earth. Okay. Now I believe I could, but I don't know where. For that reason, I'm stuck here until that. I couldn't afford a move if I tried. So to be involved in this, I have to give up everything to be where I am. Because the government knows I'm telling you the truth, they're going to suppress my money, okay? And people that are going to see this information. You guys should be able to see this and step up and help. And not just me, but other people. You're going to do it, if not for yourself, but for the future. For people that, look, man, we are slaves, okay? What is the best way to have an entire planet of slaves? You create the illusion of freedom. Okay? That's all you have. You have the illusion that you're free. You're not free. You can't do it. You know nothing and can do nothing. Okay? Yes, you can get on a plane and go to California. It's not free. You're still within the prison confines. Okay? You've never been anywhere that's not outside of your own prison. Okay? Am I crazy? No, you are crazy. You can't think properly. You've been put through a system that's literally it's beyond genius. It's a beyond, so no one's upset, like holding against you. It's worked on all of us. But certain people have had experiences, and these guys will bring you out of it as well. They no matter what happens, they will always address a certain amount of humans. We're more important than I would let on. Certain humans play a role that I haven't quite figured out yet. We're not just nothings because we know nothing. But that's the ultimate trick, is to, when something has the potential to be everything, if you take their knowledge away, they can be nothing. They can be just like, that's all of us. We're nothing because we don't know how to be. Okay? It's very simple. This is all real. Everything I've said is literally 100% accurate, in a sense. But I'm also giving you the light side, because if I do details, because I could go real details, big time. But then I could be a little wrong, and I don't want to be. I never will be wrong. They're going to look at this video in 20 years. Maybe not even this one, but whatever. Maybe. Depends on what happens. And they're going to be like, yep, he was right. I'll never, ever be wrong in this subject. Ever. Why would you go listen to someone lying to you? It's funny. That's when you see the evil out there. Like, oh, Colorado Bigfoot, he's crazy. These are godless people that are upset that I get attention. Okay, that's all it is. Every single person that attacks doesn't have God. It doesn't have Jesus. Okay, that's the problem with this world. You live on a world full of evil. Okay, it says it right in the Bible. This earth is 100% evil. God himself tells you it will never be good unless he is here. The only time the earth is good is while Jesus and God, well, whatever, but one and the same. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost are here. That's the only time you are living in a world of deception, lies, and evil. Okay? It says it right in your book. But you don't want, you'll pick and choose what your simple brain is going to believe, won't you? When I say that, I'm talking about every single one of our brains, because that's what it is. I am this most simple idiot. I say it to myself all the time because I realize it. I'm a little bit down the line in this, yeah. So this is my job, so I'm really good at this, believe it or not. I'm all over this. Okay, one of my spots. But in regular life, I'm a simple bastard. It's almost ridiculous. And anyway, the whole point of this video was not to go off. It was to literally say, look, think about it, okay? We know these guys are just appearing. They're not walking down your street to get into the cul-de-sac, to get into that forest. They can literally manifest right there. And a lot of times you'll see their heads. So what we'll get a lot of heads right at the ground. So you'll see an X. You don't have to question it. Remember, I've told you the language is there. If you see an X and a head, it's nothing to do with camera pixelation. It's real. This is the excuse of the layman. They know nothing, so they're going to use logical explanations like pareidolia, and I'm an idiot and I'm stupid, so I'm going to attack incredibly amazing people that are trying to help me because I'm basically an idiot. That's what they're saying. So, do I have to insult? Yes, I do, because it's an insult of love. Like, because I that's the way I operate. I'm not meant to manage the world and speak to them. I'm not a president. I'm a Bigfoot guy. If you don't like what I say, get out of here. Go somewhere else. I'm trying to help you. You're not going to learn anything about this world on any other channel, okay? It all comes through them, not what I decide to tell you. Okay? Yeah, that's true. That's not true. Sometimes it is what I decide, I think. Oh, I wonder if we can see their X. No, do I want you to leave? No, it's all like, look, anything I ever say, like you're stupid or when I say simple, I'm talking about all of us. Our brains were made that way. They fixed it to make it simple, to make it to where that's why there's certain people that have extraordinary, what we would think would be extraordinary abilities. Little kids, they can spell and all. It's all just, they what it is birth defects, in a sense. That's all that is. Psychics, all that stuff is where when they fixed us in the birth process, just like if you were born without an arm or your vision or whatever, they got those couple wires got connected, and that's why they can be psychics and they can see the future, or they have an ability. It's actually a birth defect. We think that means it's bad. You can have a birth defect that they didn't want you to have. That's actually could be a good thing. You'd be surprised. These are burdens to all of these people. Okay, knowledge and special powers are a burden. There's never there's times when it can be an amazing thing, but generally overall, to carry anything like this through your life, I'm including myself in what I've seen, what I've done, and the things the situations I've been involved in that you'll probably never know about. It creates a tremendous burden to carry, because you know that no one will ever know. No one will ever understand. And everyone's just at home in this made-up world, twiddling their thumbs, not believing anything anyone says. It's a real frustrating thing to be on this side. So instead of criticizing me, start looking into the subject for how incredible it is. Instead of so in other words, after what I'll tell you, the guy's worried about me, not what I told you. Like, who cares about, I'm an idiot. We all know that. Great. Who cares? Worry about the unseen world. We could break down anyone's video forever. Look what he said here. Look what he said here. Look how he twitches. He might be lying. His nose moved to the left. He every time he lies, he scratches it. It's like, look, man, get a grip. Maybe I'll name the video, Get a Grip. No, I won't. How did they get there? So here's a tremendous spot right there. It's the sophisticated ones. 150-foot tall structures. And they just appear there. So common sense, okay, there is no, that's when we're at common sense. There is no other way to apply it, okay? Because, look, they're either coming from the ground, they're coming from another planet. Do you want to hear something interesting? I don't know anything about this, but it really, I want to say resonated, but clicked in me. I saw a video the other day. You guys have been seeing these things on Facebook Watch. They seem very sure about this. I don't know anything about it, but I just wanted to tell you, I'm not saying but it's something to think about. They said that it's nothing like what people say. They said that the way to actually go to Mars is through the ocean. And she explained it in detail, and I was like, what the heck? I turned it off before the end, because I don't want to know. If that's true, I don't need to know that right now. But I think it's nice. I think it's good to hear. These are the things you want to hear. Don't take anything to heart. let everything resonate over time. Your brain is working vigilantly, like it will sort all of these things out over time, and things will start to click on their own. You don't need to figure out everything today. We're in a rush to do everything. No one else except human beings seem to be in a rush to me. It's only us. It's the fault of whoever made us this way. You guys, we're just here to work. The structure, it's insane, that structure. That's all we're here. We're here to work, replenish funds for rich people. It's all about a certain amount of people. Billions of people are slaves to a handful of elites. And remember, it's nobody you know, okay? Bill Gates, those guys aren't elites. The people that are really the elites, we don't know them, okay? I mean, those guys are, yeah. But they're still puppets in the forefront. They're not like the kings and the princes on these hidden continents. It's all real. Iceland and all this stuff, that's just we're forbidden to be there. Why would you be forbidden? And then someone will make up a common sense, logical explanation. Well, the ice is there, and da, da, da. Look, man, okay, it's all really exciting. So why would you make it not exciting? The world is so tired of these brainwashed people in rear-wheel drive cars getting stuck in snowstorms and causing deaths up here. These are people that aren't very smart, and the world is overrun with this. Do I want to get rid of them? No, not at all. I'm not saying we have too many people at all. Did you hear what Elon Musk said? He said, on the contrary, we actually don't have enough people. It was interesting to hear him say that. Like, I'm not, I don't take in everything Elon Musk says, but it was interesting to hear that theory that he believes there's actually not enough people. No, I can't get with that. I think that, see, the reason there's too many people is that everything's destroyed. Traffic, things like that. I'm not saying that anything should be done about it. I think that people should stop talking about it. The world should just be going on the way it is. Stop dictating stuff. So if we end up with too many people, great. We'll deal with that when it happens. Stop reading stones somewhere. That's for back then. Is that stone true? It might be. Like the Cabal and stuff, that may be very true. I don't know. But who cares? Because it's 2022, and if there's too many people, it's not up for us to make this decision. We are idiots. You'll be like, oh, yep, that stone's right. Let's kill half the people. No, you just let it play out. You just let everything go on. It'll all work itself out. This earth can handle its own problems. It'll burp us out when it has to. This turmoil, these issues are all being created and going on inside of our heads. Nowhere else is it going on except here. I'm telling you. So, this didn't help you because I went off on a tangent instead of just getting to the point. These guys just show up right there. They're always there. And in fact, they know when you're there, so that they could not be there, and one of the others gets them, and they come. That's why sometimes it takes like 5 hours before the real ones will even show up. Like I'll go, I have to wait. There's things I don't tell you, but I have certain places where sometimes I have to wait for like 3 or 4 hours. I have one place takes me like 6 hours just to get to the spot where I can talk to them, and he'll tell me like, look, you can only be here at night. You can't come back. Like the watcher tells me, he's like, you have to come. He's like, if you want that, you have to come back at night. Things like that. There's only certain things that can be done at nighttime. I don't know. I've always said we have the day, they have the night. It's not like we can't do something at night, but not really. We are. I was talking to Kelly about that. Like we're just. There's a reason we are all. And if you're lying if you say otherwise, we are all defaultly terrified of the dark. Now, will you go out and walk in the dark yet? You know what I'm talking about. A lot of us have conditioned where, you walk out the back of your door, but no matter what, and I'm telling you, you're lying if you don't agree. You still are acknowledging some sort of feeling of the dark, no matter what. So even if you're like, I'm fine, I'm not scared at all, bullshit. You have that feeling, right? I go into situations that no one in the world has ever stood in the middle of. I want to talk about being scared in the dark. But you just conquer it is what you do. It's they help me sometimes. Other times I'm like, I think it's time to go. I'm out of here. Like it's just too much of a crazy thing, man. When you get to see them, it's so surreal. It's like, it's great. Sorry with my heater. So that sound goes away if I turn it all the way up. So what is it? Let's get off the subject. Like, it's part of the subject. What is this Earth really? Where's the video footage of space? There's no footage of space. You realize this, right? Why? You don't think an astronaut would be on Facebook? Like, they're forbidden to do any of that. None of them have Facebooks. None of them have social media. None of them have anything. Because of course they don't. There's spaceships flying by all day long, the space station. There's no actual footage of space itself. It's only CGI footage. You will never see footage of space. Okay? Someone flying through space. They're in our atmosphere. Okay? There's tens of millions of people that will explain this to you in detail. Okay? That's not a secret anymore. We are not going into actual, we might be, but here's the catch. So what the trick is that we don't understand. So it falls right back to the flat Earth, multiple Earths. You ever see FDIC, like the 3 Earths? There's simultaneously something going on. It's always been said, even by people that believe nothing. Like, I think there's simultaneous lives going on. Do you think there's lives on other planet? We're all aware of it subconsciously, every one of us. And it's just an amazing world out there, and I get to live right in the middle of it. And the information is just fed to me. And it's going to be more and more. They told me it's coming. Like, this is the beginning of what the most amazing changes on this earth will ever be. And none of you want to be a part of it. It's like, I don't understand it. It makes me just want to go off by myself and just do this by myself, because at least I know that the appreciation and the wonder will be there properly. Not the negativity and the devil just waiting to sabotage and to cast negativity on this world. That's all. Anything. You should never do anything negative ever. Never type it. Never say it. Just, if you have something, like, it's the expression, if you have something bad to say, don't say it at all. It's so true. If you're typing on Facebook, on social media, on a YouTube video that you don't know, you've never even met the person, and you know nothing, but you're psycho, and you just have to type because you're a miserable psycho. These are the people that we need to fix. We got to bitch slap them, whatever we got to do. But all I can tell you is, if you're one of these people, be sure you never meet me. I'm the last person you want to stand before. Okay? I am at a 0 tolerance for stupidity. Okay? I tell you, everything I tell you is the truth. If you don't believe it, now to me you are stupid. Okay? You've been given 1,000 opportunities. I have proved this subject beyond 1,000 times beyond any human being on earth ever has. This was your chance. Will I give you another one in the future? Of course, because I'm just trying to make a point right now. That's all. I just want you. I don't even know who I'm talking to. One person by accident will sign on it. That's the person. I just want that person to give it a second thought. Because, look, I know some of those people that I'm insulting, going, oh, you're an idiot, or you're stupid, or I know that you know what I'm saying? Because I know out of a certain amount of those people that one of those people is 10 times as badass as me, 10 times as intuitive, 10 times as smart, and could do what I do 10 times better. That's why I say what I do. I had a gentleman like 2 weeks ago. He's like, Mark, I think I've had about enough of you insulting people. I was like, first of all, I never insult anyone. Secondly, you are a psycho. And he complimented me too. He said, I love your videos, but I'm done with you. And that's the point I'm trying to make. He loves the videos, but he's done hearing me say stupid. Okay? Now, it just shows you that he has no grasp on reality whatsoever. He's worried about me, not the unseen world. He's worried about me, not how amazing the earth is, not about God, not about these beings and the others and how amazing these structures are and their seats and the whistles and the trees being pushed down. He's worried about me. Think about it. Me. I know, of course he's still watching. Of course he is. He's just trying to get my attention. He's not going anywhere. But it's just the point. It's the point I'm trying to make. Stop worrying about me. And not just me, but other people as well that are out there trying to help you. Stop worrying about their shortcomings. I have a disability. I am severely ADHD. You can't imagine what it's like to live with that if you don't have it. It's a terrible thing. And no one, because you can speak and because you look normal, you are expected to be just like everyone else and speak just like everyone else and act just like everyone else. It's a hard disability. I'll take it versus some other ones, but man, and it can be a superpower. You can turn that power, unfortunately, not too much at will, and it's not that often. You have to be real interested in what you do. Oh, just getting that shot of the spraying and the snow. Cool shot of the sun right there. You guys, I hope that you have a great day. Just please get your brains thinking about how they can just be there. I just saw a video yesterday too. It just confirmed something I've seen in my own eyes. This lady had that camp set up on the river for the otters, and you can see the being. He just starts showing up. He's like in the tree, right in their structures. He just starts appearing. He doesn't know the camera's there. Because remember, there's situations where it's more lax there because of history. In 1,000 years, no one's had a camera. In 1,000 years, that clan has never had to deal with a person. And usually now everything will change there. And that's what's with me and what I'm doing. You would think it gets easier and easier. The knowledge and things that will come will, but it's capturing them, getting them to do things. Sometimes it's harder because they know exactly what I'm doing. And that goes for you too. If you think that they don't know if you're not super famous among them, but trust me, you're actually like Brad Pitt in a sense, like not like where they think you're hot, but like as far as being known, okay? Believe me, they tell me you are the most. Remember, never put on you what you would think other people would think of you, okay? In a sense, they judge you like God would. They don't look at you like how I'm so guilty of this, of casting judgment on others. We all are. It's a terrible, terrible thing. And how often are we wrong? We're wrong. Just admit it. You've been wrong about people before. I know I have. Like I'm talking about first impressions. I think I've talked about this before. Like not too many times, but man, a couple times. Look how pretty the river is. New phone, February. You guys, thanks for coming for this ride. I'm gonna put up this ramble. Look, it's very clear. The more the world starts to understand, the more you know things that you know that are impossible to be true, but they are true. The more collective people that know this, the more it'll happen. It's the trick. Let me just tell you one of the tricks in this. How I get further. It's your knowledge. It's a game. You have to figure it out, then they'll give it to you. They are forbidden to hand over secrets. When you figure out the secrets, it's right there for you. There's some kind of, it's not a game, but in a sense it is. Like you can, haha, I figured this out, and then they're right there. It's all about what you know. So there is a game here, and that's why I'm trying to help these other people that are doing this, because collectively we will kick ass. Individually, we're lost forever. Just like, that's why they divide us. It's any subject. No one conquers anything alone. You think Elon Musk does anything? No. He doesn't do anything. He can't, he works like all day long, but he couldn't do any of that without his people. Without his colleagues. No one accomplishes anything by themselves. We need to be together. Start to think about that too. I don't care if you don't like the person. I'm talking about if you're in the forefront of this and you're remember, I have a lot of researchers that watch me, okay? That's basically what I am, is I've started there's 1,000 YouTube channels because of me, and they do exactly what I do. And it's important for you guys to be friends with each other, okay? Like friendly. You don't have to be friends, but be friendly on Facebook. Listen to what each other say. You're both right and you're both wrong, okay? There's a million situations. This has been the problem since the beginning, is that people think, that's cool, look, see, I'm right. That's God talking to you. She gave me the nicest grandma, friendly wave. I'm ending this. If you guys we need to unite. You could be like, I hate this guy, but I'm friends with him because together this is getting done. And then you'll see, it'll all turn out to be an amazing thing. Look, it's impossible to be friends with everybody. I'm not saying you need to be friends, but try to be, when you wouldn't be, try to be, give a little more leeway in this, is all I'm saying. Okay? And could I be friends with everyone? No. I try, but you're met with. I would use my advice. That's one thing. Like, if you're seeing like incredible just insanity right away, you're better off probably just. I don't, because I like to give everyone the benefit of the doubt. I'm here for you, no matter what. I will forgive you. I will, no matter what. I'm always here. Okay, you never have to have helped me. Never has to be any money. And now, of course, the people that help me over time, you guys, these are incredible relationships I've had for like 4 or 5 years with these guys. And I need, they can't do it by themselves. Like, it's over. Like, I need people to help and step up and help. Like, if we don't, this is all over. And I don't want this to end. This will be the saddest day of my life. It won't be a day. It'll be the rest of my life. I will be torn. And so these are all incredible people and great friends of mine. And I just need them to I don't want to create any stress for the people surrounding me. This should be an amazing thing. We shouldn't be dealing with the evil of this earth. I know a lot of people are on a daily basis, but I mean, man, we can make it to where everything is good and everyone's happy and everyone has enough money, and maybe not be rich, but you'll be able to pay all your bills. You'll be able to have a brand new TV. You can have a new car. I can make the world this way. It's so easy, but as long as everyone just sits there like a zombie and waits for the good news on their TV, it'll never happen. You've got to acknowledge this earth is not what you think it is. Okay? It's really exciting because, look, for no other reason, it's just really fun. It's really exciting to sneak in and look, and figure stuff out that they don't want you to know about, and who they is, I don't know. That's an incredible, incredible thing that we're going to get to one day. Who they is. I love you guys.